So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we're thinking about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. Also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And begin to let go of attending to the outside world, moving the mind inward, constraining it just to the body and mind. Letting go too of thoughts of the past, plans for the future, constraining your awareness to the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Giving yourself the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And then, without judgment or frustration, to lift your awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then, when the mind feels more calm, we'll generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time. So we take a moment to begin to let go of the view of oneself as independent, embracing the interdependent nature of our existence, letting go of thoughts of mine, me, I, the clinging, that we have to the thought of complete independence, ownership, recognizing that we exist only in relation to a much greater web of interdependence, that we rely completely on others for our food, our clean water, our clothing, our home, our clothes, the infrastructure in our society that we depend upon, all of the skills and abilities, the work, the labor of others that bring safety and convenience to our lives, that provide us with the necessary conditions to engage in meaningful work. And think on the basis of that, of all of the value that countless sentient beings bring to my life, supporting it, protecting it. I should try to repay their kindness, whether they intended to benefit me or not. I am benefited. So their activity is a kindness. And that kindness should be repaid. So we think of what sentient beings truly need. Their deepest wish is to be happy, to be free of suffering. And yet, as long as they remain trapped in cyclic existence, they will be bereft of genuine happiness, never being truly free of suffering. So I must work to bring about the state of true happiness in their lives, a state of true cessation of suffering. I must repay their kindness in that way. And to do that, I must work on my own mind. I myself must become more and more familiar with constructive states of mind, those that naturally, spontaneously support beneficial actions. And I must reduce and ultimately eliminate the tendencies and the habits in my mind that are not constructive, not beneficial, those that agitate and disturb my own peace of mind when they arise, those that sometimes motivate me to act in ways that harm others. By transforming my mind in this way, I'll be able to benefit others truly, deeply. So I think that is the purpose of our time, engaging in that process of inner transformation. And with that motivation In the prior class, we contemplated the disadvantages of this egoistic preoccupation that is so deeply embedded in the mind, always needing to make things work out for one's own interests, one's own desires. How that robs us of even enjoying those things that we do enjoy, always being worried of losing them, always wanting to find better, find more, never being satisfied, even when pleasant situations arise. The competitiveness that arises with others, the distance, and the fundamental empowering of afflicted states. And adopting an attitude that is more concerned with the well-being, the happiness of others, is a mind that reverses all of these disadvantages. The more I'm able to cherish others, the more attachment is reduced. The mind of dissatisfaction is reduced. My anger toward others is reduced. And genuine satisfaction can arise in the mind. When that narrow self-preoccupation is eliminated, the mind widens and broadens its perspective. Our own challenges seem to be less, and we're not bothered as much. Our sense of closeness to others increases, and we feel drawn towards sentient beings. So think back in your own relationships, your own life, and times when, at least briefly, you were able to prioritize caring for others, and see if you can validate these advantages. And think of being able to cultivate this kind of courageous mind, a mind that acts in opposition to the fragility of the egoistic mind. When we need everything to be exactly in accordance with our interests, our desires, we constantly meet with disappointment, anxiety, anger, given how unrealistic that way of thinking and expecting others to behave actually is. If instead there's only the wish to benefit in the mind, then every interaction is the source of our own peace of mind. Every interaction is an opportunity to work for the benefit of whomever is in front of us, whatever they need. And from that courageous perspective, all other spiritual qualities naturally flow. So think how wonderful it would be if all sentient beings had happiness and the causes of happiness. I think I myself will take responsibility for installing all sentient beings into a state of perfect happiness. And think how wonderful it would be if they were completely free of all problems, worries, anxieties, fears, difficulties. And then think I myself, even by myself alone, and take responsibility for bringing about an end to the suffering of all sentient beings. And think how wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were able to abide in a state of equanimity, being free of the partiality of holding only some sentient beings close and rejecting other sentient beings. I think I myself will cause the mind of equanimity to arise for all sentient beings. Think how wonderful it would be if all sentient beings abided in a state that never degenerated into suffering, a state of perfect, stable, uncontaminated happiness beyond ordinary forms of happiness. Think, may they abide in such a state. May I, even by myself alone, cause them to abide in such a state. and then give rise to a determination in the mind that in all of my activities today, in every interaction, I will focus on the well being of others rather than simply trying to get something for oneself. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together and we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.